But at this time, I would like to introduce you to my pick to take on Wilbur Whitlock tonight. I introduce you to Kongo Kong.
Kongo Kong is a remorseless mercenary on this afternoon. He will have one mission to take out Wilbur Whitlock.
And not just take out by beating Wilbur Whitlock. Patrick Hayes wants Wilbur Whitlock out of professional wrestling. He wants to take Wilbur and end his career. And if the Black Manther can do that, I wonder exactly how much the bonus check from pretty Patrick Hayes will be.
Kongo Kong is gigantic.
This is the land of the giants. Beastman, Super Oprah, Marcus Scott. Forget the big boys, the big men and women play and do great and serious harm to each other in Victory Championship Wrestling.
And if you're Wilbur Whitlock, how in the hell do you approach this matchup?
Carefully. With an arm outstretched and a head in the game and a heck of a lot of hope.
Absolutely no effect on the mammoth Kongo Kong.
Kong looking quizzically at Wilbur Whitlock, and that only lasted a moment.
This monster is just massive.
Wilbur Whitlock, not a small man by any stretch of the imagination, a thick competitor, and yet compared to Kongo Kong, I wouldn't say he looks like a cruiserweight, but one arm outstretched knocked Wilbur Whitlock straight out of his boots.
And Kongo Kong didn't even have to take a step to put Wilbur Whitlock on the canvas.
Poise and calm displayed by Kongo Kong. Now imagine if Wilbur Whitlock happens to make him angry.
I'll tell you where Wilbur Whitlock does not want to be, and that's boxed in the corner, because he's got nowhere to protect himself. And he just got heaved across that 18 by 18 squared circle.
Kongo Kong is a hunter in his element.
He is a carnivore.
A predator. And Wilbur Whitlock is the prey. Can Whitlock escape the fate that Patrick Hayes has for him by sicking Kongo Kong on Wilbur Whitlock? This is a hit.
And Wilbur Whitlock is putting everything behind those strikes. And Kongo Kong barely registering with the double shot to the throat.
This is basically a contract killing on behalf of Patrick Hayes against a man we have to stress, because it's easy to forget, he used to be his best friend in the world. Who puts Kongo Kong on their best friend? Two. If the referee's not careful, he's going to be next. Kongo Kong did not look amused whatsoever with that count.
Lunch with the way that Kongo Kong was looking at him.
Absolutely. Jason Heat alongside Jim LaMotta. Thank you for joining us for Go Big or Go Home Victory Championship Wrestling. We have this and 3 more incredible matches to come, including Ricardo Rodriguez against Facade, the Mad Dog Zach Myers against Cowpoke Paul in a bull rope match. And you want to see a beast, you'll see Beastman against Remy LaVey as Kongo Kong having his way with Wilbur Whitlock.
Absolutely manhandling Whitlock. And I defy you to find someone that big that moves quite like that.
Wilbur Whitlock rolling out at the last moment, barely surviving, but he is. In order to win this match, Wilbur Whitlock is going to have to do exactly that, survive long enough to try and find an opening.
A truly awe-inspiring combination of agility and power. All brute force from Kongo Kong.
Very intimidating. Kongo Kong getting in the face of a referee who decides discretion is the better part of valor in this situation. Hard to blame him. Wilbur struggling to get to his feet.
Wilbur Whitlock looks like he's on Dream Street.
And now the sunset flip attempt and not able, oh, just sat right on the sternum of Wilbur Whitlock.
That's a good way to cave in your chest.
Yet again, too, and I believe it is beginning to be a source of frustration, the tenacity of Wilbur Whitlock for Kongo Kong.
Look at those relentless and remorseless eyes. And I'm concerned for Wilbur's well-being, I'm going to be honest with you.
Kongo Kong playing with his food at this point.
And this is getting uncomfortable to watch.
There has been brief flurries of offense for Wilbur Whitlock, but in general, this has gone exactly the way Patrick Hayes wants. And now, Wilbur may be unconscious. That was a shot right across the jaw, Jim.
Whitlock is being demolished. I mean, he is being physically picked apart.
He's being routed. I mean, this has been a one-sided beating. Wilbur Whitlock, who is such a good wrestler that he is challenged for the ECW Heavyweight Championship, is being completely dismantled in a one-sided contest by Kongo Kong.
And that is domination that you rarely see.
Look at the fire coming out of Wilbur Whitlock, begging for Kong, and now maybe Wilbur has woken up after being knocked on his feet earlier.
You can see the desperation in his eyes.
Going again, but this time Whitlock
avoids the contact.
Learning as he goes. Shining Wizard to Kongo Kong. Is that the spell he needs? Not even one. Barely.
And Wilbur Whitlock looks like he's in disbelief, and I can't blame him.
Starting to get under the skin of Kongo Kong, though. Will Kong make a mistake?
And I'm almost hoping that Kongo Kong puts an end to this massacre.
You may be about to get your wish. That choke slam may have put Wilbur Whitlock in an early grave. Patrick Hayes is calling play, says he wants more from Kongo Kong. And if there was any question, that's the answer. This isn't about wins or losses. This is about punishment and pain.
Yeah, what's that tell you? It means Patrick Hayes, as you said very correctly, wants to put Wilbur Whitlock out of this sport for good.
And this is not about winning. This is not about a simple victory. This is about the war. This is about ending the career of Wilbur Whitlock. He is offering a lot of money right now as a bonus to Kongo Kong for extra harm inflicted.
Wilbur avoids the contact. No way, no way!
Roll up, and Wilbur Whitlock gets it!
We may call that the McMecken Miracle.
Wilbur Whitlock!
He survived just long enough to take advantage of a mistake. Wilbur Whitlock just defeated the hand-picked monster of Patrick Hayes. Hayes is not the only one seething. Kongo Kong had this one won well in hand, tempted by the devil, Patrick Hayes. And Patrick Hayes now berating Kongo Kong. Getting real close to the face of Kongo, and that may have crossed a line.
Hayes has to be insane.
If you were looking the Grim Reaper in the eye, would you slap him across the face? Because that's what just happened.
And when Hayes wakes up, someone can tell him what just happened.
Kongo Kong has laid out Patrick Hayes. This may be the worst night in the pretty career of Patrick Hayes here in Victory Championship Wrestling, and I don't think the monster's done.
Oh, God.
You will believe the end can fly. That's from above for Patrick Hayes.
And that carnivore was going to feast one way or another this afternoon in McMecken.
Those were involuntary spasms. That is the nervous system responding to the overwhelming weight of Kongo Kong. That is a rough night at the office for Pretty Patrick Hayes.